All right, so today we're going to talk about why you do not include veggie carbs on keto. Now there's mixed viewpoints on this. Some people do, some people don't. I don't recommend including your vegetable carbohydrates in the formula for the carbs, and I'm going to tell you why. So let's take, for example, 1 cup of salad, okay? Usually going to do leafy greens in a salad. On average, 1 cup of leafy greens is 1.5 grams of carbohydrate, okay? Now, if we minus the fiber, which is 1 gram, we get 0.5 grams of net carbs, okay? So we're dealing with 1/2 gram. Now, I do recommend 7 to 10 cups of salad or vegetables per day. That would equal 3.5 to 5 grams of carbs. Extremely low. You're allowed 20 grams to 50 grams, okay? And your huge salad that provides a lot of benefit is only going to count for 3.5 to 5 grams, just a very small amount. So the overall calories in grams of carbohydrates in the salad that you eat are just such a small amount. It's almost insignificant. The glycemic index for a green salad is very small, it's 15. The glycemic load, which is basically the amount of carbohydrate minus the fiber, is 3. That's extremely low too, because less than 10 is low, 10 to 20 is moderate, and greater than 20 is high. So it's low on the glycemic index, it's low on the glycemic load. It has a significant amount of fiber, which actually causes the overall carbs to be less, so we're dealing with 0.5 grams. Now let's talk about some key benefits of vegetables and leafy greens into this keto plan. Well, number 1, they provide the nutrients, the main nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and trace minerals. It's very difficult to get all of your nutrients just from meat, so we want to add the vegetable family, okay? It provides the phytonutrients. That's all the additional nutrients like carotenoids or beta-carotene that add additional help to the body, and antioxidants. Very important. It also provides the fiber, the right type of fiber that is soluble and some insoluble, but mainly soluble, to feed your microbes, which then allow the microbes to exchange back the beneficial fatty acids like butyric acid, which then feeds the colon cells. So you're able to feed the colon cells with the fiber. Without the fiber, you don't feed the colon cells, okay? I don't know what else they're gonna eat. And butyric acid helps improve insulin resistance, and it will actually help indirectly lower insulin, which is incredible. The vegetables will also, because they're alkaline, will buffer the acidic pH from the meat that you consume, which is another benefit. And lastly, it'll help the fat travel out of your body. If you're consuming just fat and meat without the vegetables, okay, and you're mobilizing all this fat from the fat cells, and it's going through the liver without the vegetables, there's a chance that some of the fat that's coming out can get stuck in the liver. So the vegetables do help in the elimination from fat through the liver, out through the gallbladder, and through the colon. So we don't want to put a restriction on vegetables because they're a carbohydrate. So instead, we want to put a requirement that you need to do vegetables 7 to 10 cups. And that way it can make keto healthy, thus the healthy ketosis. Thanks for watching. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's some only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto and Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.